Hello, welcome back, and as always, I hope you're doing well. Right, before I start guys, have you seen the trailer to Chinese Hercules, the Bolo Yeung story? There's a trailer popped up on YouTube, it's only a few days old. Looks very, very interesting, well worth keeping an eye out. Right, this is my Saturday morning comments video. Saturday. Obviously the video that I put out this week, just gone, was The Art of Fury, basically showing off artwork and showing some of my artwork. So most of the comments were basically saying, well done Stripey, your artwork's really, really nice. So there isn't too many to unpack there, but I did want to mention a couple. And the first one is from Mark Anton Matty. And he said this: Stripey's back, Stripey's back, Stripey's back, running up and down the hallway. I hadn't gone anywhere. Do you know what, right? I had so many people saying, Stripey, welcome back. Literally, I had less than 2 weeks away from YouTube. I know I've been sort of like trying to put out 2 videos a week for the last however long. But, yeah, that was it. I hadn't gone anywhere. I've just been really snowed under. And I will address this in forthcoming videos, but I may take longer between doing videos because I want to improve the quality and do deeper dives into videos. So I do want to try and improve. So I'll address that in future videos, but I hadn't gone anywhere. But that comment did make me laugh, running up and down the hallway. But I really did appreciate your comment, mate. Thank you very much. Did make me laugh. Right, the next comment is from The Ghost Planet, and he said this: nice picture of you in the latest Game of Death Bruce Lee Mania magazine at the Rise of the Dragon event. Congrats.
You serious?
And he also sent me an email of the picture, and I did actually get in touch with Bruce Lee Mania, and I've ordered them to the last ones. Does anyone know why they're closing down? They've stopped on 31. Appreciated your comment, mate. Thank you very much. Right, now, they're the comments that was on the Art of Fury video. The next 2 comments are on the truth about Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris that I did about 6 or 7 months ago. And the first one is from Stevo62 Full. And he said this: nobody on your page or the dozens of other Lee threads have been able to tell me their favourite real fight of Bruce that they have seen. You seem to be something of an expert on Bruce. Perhaps you can tell me your favourite real fight of Bruce that you have seen. Obviously there's no real fight videos of Bruce Lee having real fights, but even the videos back then was point karate. In my mind, Bruce Lee trained for real fighting. That's why he mentions jab into the eyes, kick into the groin, going for the throat. That is not allowed in any legal fighting. This is my understanding of Bruce. He trained for real street fighting, and he obviously cinema fighting to make his movies look fantastic. Obviously there's no videos of Bruce, but do you know what, mate? Pick yourself up a copy of Wrath of the Dragon by John Little, have a read, and then come back with me. You don't have to believe that Bruce Lee could fight. It doesn't change my opinion. I believe he could. What are you going to do? Right. The next comment comes from ddink6893. And he said this: didn't Duncan learn, describing his book Bruce Lee Losing a Fight? There seems to be a lot of fanboys using each other as credible sources and creating a self-perpetuating myth regarding Lee and his abilities, even to the point of discarding the views of people who actually knew Lee. When people say fanboys, it kind of just tries to put you down. I've not read Duncan Leung's book, but there are enough people that knew Bruce that said he was incredible, that he was an amazing martial artist.
And Bruce Lee kick, you don't shut your eyes, because when you shut your eyes, you cannot see Bruce Lee kick. You know how fast?
As far as Bruce is concerned, he was really a tough guy. He's really tough, a little cocky at times, but he had something to be cocky about.
There's never been anybody, in my opinion, like Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable, guys. You don't know how great this guy was.
Bruce could beat us all. And I don't mean
it would be a struggle. I mean, he could beat us all and we didn't have a chance.
When I tried to kick him, I just put halfway his feet in my face.
I've never met anybody explosive as him. I've never met anybody as fast as him. And there will be people that will surpass him maybe in speed, but maybe in totality, probably not.
The perfection that he achieved was awe-inspiring. I mean, he was the fastest moving person you've ever seen. I mean, you'd reach out and pew, he was like a poo all over the place. He was amazing.
There's loads of them that knew Bruce. I don't just listen to another Bruce Lee fan and go, oh, that's bound to be true. And fanboys, whatever, fans of Bruce Lee, yeah. Anyway, I kind of appreciated your comment. Right, the next comment is on the video I made about Tom Bleeker's book Unsettled Matters, and it is from Eric Kaufman 4839. And Eric said this: Tom Bleeker always says he knew Bruce and trained with Bruce, but where's the proof? You don't have to believe Tom. I tend to believe him. Obviously he married Linda, so he obviously knew the family. He was a karate guy with Ed Parker, who also knew Bruce. You know, Bruce done a demonstration at Ed Parker's karate championships. And also, right, just because there might not be loads of photos of him with Bruce Lee knew Roman Polanski. You believe that, don't you? You knew he went to Gstaad with Roman on a skiing trip. He knew Roman Polanski. Have you seen a photo of Bruce Lee with Roman Polanski? Because I certainly haven't. Why? Bruce trained Sharon Tate for the Wrecking Crew, Roman's wife, before obviously the Manson murders. So there were photos of Bruce with Sharon and Dean Martin, but none with Roman. So regarding Tom Bleeker, you don't have to believe him, you can believe him. I tend to lean on the side that he knew Bruce Lee, I do, but it's up to you, mate. I can't convince you. Anyway, I did appreciate your comment. Right, these last ones are on Bruce Lee's birthday, the Bruce Lee birthday video I done on the 27th, and the first one is from Bruce Walker 7500, and he said this: nice tribute for Bruce's 84th birthday, strike me. I cannot think of another person or artist who has had as many offshoots that he has. Beatles maybe. Even then, I don't think anyone else has had anywhere near the number that Bruce has. It's amazing, and there is a lot more to come still. Now, had he lived to see his 84th, would he still be involved in the film business? Or do you think he would have retired by now? I'd like to think that he would have been involved in some aspect of it, most likely as a writer-director. Cheers, mate, and have a great week. If Bruce had lived after Enter the Dragon, who knows what he would have done? Who knows what he would have done? I asked Steve Kerridge this question, and he believes he would have followed a very similar pattern to Clint Eastwood. You know, Clint Eastwood couldn't quite make it in Hollywood, went to Italy, done his spaghetti westerns, then became massive in America, and I believe Bruce would have probably followed a similar sort of path. And now Clint Eastwood at 90 odd year old is still making movies and writing films and directing films. Gotta love a bit of Clint Eastwood. But who knows? Who knows? I like to think that throughout the 70s he would have been in films with Steve McQueen, obviously James Coburn, and maybe into the 80s Sylvester Stallone, who knows? Or maybe even Arnold. We just don't know, but I tend to think pretty much on the same lines as what Steve Kerridge said. I think he would have followed a very similar pattern to Clint Eastwood, because don't forget, Bruce couldn't make it in Hollywood, went back to Hong Kong, made Big Boss Fist of Fury Way of the Dragon, then Enter the Dragon sent him into superstardom. So I kind of think that. But I did enjoy your comment, mate. Thank you very much. Right, the next comment is from Legacy of Mine, and he said this: the problem I find with the Warrior series is that Bruce Lee never would have wanted to contain so much adultery. Every episode has a romp scene. Bruce Lee never had those in his movies because he was a cultured man of high moral value. He would have wanted kids to enjoy the series as much as the adults. Laugh out loud. Do I detect a little bit of sarcasm there? Who knows? Obviously in The Big Boss, Bruce goes to the brothel numerous times, but that was under the direction of Lo Wei. There are quite a lot of sex scenes in the series of Warrior, but I really like it. I think it's a great series. Who knows? Who knows? But I do think you was having a with a low on the end as well. Anyway, appreciated your comment, mate. Thank you very much. Right, this next comment is from Andy H159. And Andy said this: as always, thank you, mate. I lapped this stuff up. Been a busy week, so I'll be honest, this was a handy reminder. I'm going to watch my favourite, which as I've got older has settled consistently on Fist of Fury. Great period setting, and he's an absolute monster in it. I think it may have been the Kung Fu Genius that said it's basically a horror film and Bruce is the unstoppable nightmare. I do love Way of the Dragon, and you can see its influence in 80s Jackie Chan films, the humour and the plinky plonk Pink Panther-esque music. But I always go back to Fist of Fury as the best of what is sadly a very small bunch. God bless Bruce, and thanks again Stripey. Yeah, Way of the Dragon did have some sort of influence on the 80s Jackie Chan films, and the plinkety plonk music I do think was very much inspired by Blake Edwards' Pink Panther movies. And as we know, Bruce met Blake Edwards, who was married to Julie Andrews, with Tom Bleecker.
I don't believe it.
Fist of Fury is a solid film. I mean, as far as technically, it's probably Bruce Lee's greatest film. But my favourite now is probably Way of the Dragon. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate it. Right, the last comment. The last comment is from ML Channel. And he said this: according to the thumbnail picture, some things don't add up. First of all, the thumbnail picture shows Bruce and a cake, looks like celebrating his birthday, which seems to be around the time of filming of Enter the Dragon, which didn't start filming until February of 1973. But Bruce's birthday's in late November. What's going on here?
What?
It's just a thumbnail. It's just a thumbnail. I thought it looked great. I actually got it from official Bruce Lee Twitter page. I think that's where the image come from. I do believe it was Robert Klaus's birthday, which was on March the 6th. He was born in 1928. So I do believe, and there are some photos with Robert Klaus and Bruce in that same position by the cake, and Robert's got like some sort of small sword. But it's just a thumbnail. You have a little bit of artistic license when you're doing these things. Sorry if it didn't make sense to you, but it's not Bruce Lee's cake. Hey! That's it for today, guys. Right. I will get a video out hopefully next Wednesday. So, and then obviously it'll be the comments video and then the Christmas one. And then I'm probably going to have a week off. So don't fret. But it's Christmas time and I want to spend a little bit of time with the family and some of my friends. Right. With that, I'm going to love you and leave you. Before I go though, I want to thank everyone who takes the time to watch the videos, comment as well, giving them a thumbs up like that. Apparently it really helps the algorithm to push it out far and wide. My new subscribers, and of course my amazing patrons who've supported Stripey Rambles this year. Thank you all. Right. Have yourselves an amazing weekend, guys. Much love. And I'll be back with another ramble real soon. You take care now.